So today we're going to play a demo run through of Dusk Punk. This comes out tomorrow, the 20th of November. So let's have a look. Ooh. Right. Veteran. Career soldier. Okay, who are you, soldier? Skirmish, sneak, endure, engineer, sway, Inuit. Intuit? Nothing could have prepared you for the war to end the world, though. Criminal? Oh, these are my stats. I'm with it. You loved it. Criminal, you loved evading the law until it caught up with you. This war has been worse than 1,000 street battles. Engineer? The Empire saw your fast hands and faster brain and sent you to the front to maintain killing machines. Oof. Alright. Oh, I don't think I could be the writer. A sensitive soul. You know how to talk to people and how to make an argument, how to sense the unseen. Alright, what do I think? What do we think I should be? Anyone suggestions? We've got the veteran. I'm drawn to the criminal or the engineer. Anyone know what I should be? Oh. I don't think I want to be the veteran because we've got no sway. Ooh. We've got no engineering, but we're pretty good in the criminal one. I think we might have to go. Oh, but this is pretty, other than this is pretty balanced. I may end up doing 2 playthroughs. Okay. We're going she. We're going Soul Moon Dancer. Nope. Surname. Moon Dancer. And we go next. Starting difficulty. The intended game difficulty. Life in the city will be challenging, but you will have everything you'll need if you are careful. Difficulty can be changed in the settings. It's only standard or easy. Let's go standard and watch me die. I couldn't resist today. I bought myself some fruit mince pies at the shop. They've been out for months. Tyrants appear all powerful. This illusion is broken only at the moment of their downfall. I cannot know when dusk will set on the rotten empire. I only know that no matter how long the day, dusk will always come. Laris Markov. The nature of the state. The war chewed you up. The city tried to swallow you whole, but there's life in you yet. You shake yourself awake. Oh, an end. It seemed like the portents of something. Oh, wow. Okay, crawl to safety. Your ankle throbs. You need to get away from here. Endure tech. Plus you're 5. If you roll plus, your skill value is equal to or greater than the skill difficulty. You achieve a mixed outcome. If you exceed the difficulty of 3, you achieve a success. All right. Each action is skill test. This is action of endure. Every action has 3 possible outcomes. Crawl to safety by clicking the act button. This will advance time. Might as well give it well, okay. Success! You drag yourself up the bare shoreline. Digging claw marks in the mud, you drag yourself forward. You can't recall how you got there. You remember all too well. You'd rather forget. I think I'd rather forget. You remember, you can't help it. The front, the trenches, the maze of mud and bodies, both living and dead. Machine guns plucking lives like flowers. Chains of bullets tearing through friends, comrades, lovers. You remember each death with perfect clarity. They mingle together in your mind. Perfect clarity, probably. Each moment of horror as a door closes on a squandered life. But what happened to you? How did you escape the war? Where is this place? How did I escape the war? What do we got? How did you escape? You recall flashes, falling. You were underground, buried? A vat of electric blue light churning with flesh. You shake yourself awake. How long have you been lying here? Everything hurts. Your ankle throbs. Your muscles are strained. You feel your ankle. That seems... The pain is like sheet lightning. Look around. You spot a piece of driftwood, gnarled and knotted. Grab the driftwood. Okay, so this is like a text-based game from the 80s? 70s? I don't know. You grab a piece of it and you put your weight on it. The twisted crutch for a broken woman. Step into the city. As the sun rises, you hobble away from the river. You realize that these streets, unfamiliar in the dark, are known to you, but you have not lived them in years. You are in Dredgeport. Check your pockets. You go through your pockets. Slim pickings. Gain $3 dollary-doos. You consider a new aim to survive, and assuming you do, what's your next step? Find friends and allies. I don't think one person can stop a war. Not in if they're just rolled up, half drowned on the shore. Join the revolutionaries and topple the regime. Whatever is necessary to never be this helpless again. Or I do like the idea of joining the revolutionaries. And assured, wait, what do we got? You've heard rumors about revolutionaries working secretly throughout the city. You plan to join and take down the regime. This system must be broken. You consider a new aim to find revolutionaries. You've returned to Dredgeport. Gods help you. Okay, pan the map with WASD, the arrow keys, or left clicking and dragging. Zoom the mouse wheel, explore the city. So that's zoom. And what? That's very pretty, but not very useful. What am I looking for here? Poor quarter. Okay, explore the slums and the crannies. Do I have... Okay, yep, let's give it a go. Success! You find the maze of alleyways, a honeycomb of bustle. As you explore more of Dredgeport, you will discover goals you might wish to pursue. These are called aims. Click here to see the list of finished aims. Unfinished aims, even. Alright, so we've got survive. Haven't done that yet. So we need to find a place to eat. Let's click it over to track. Yeah, it is. Is that the poor quarter? So the surest way to lower stress is the drug solace. Oh, I don't like that. That's too close to my name. Someone must know where to find it. I don't know if I really... I'd rather... Yeah, no, thanks. Explore the squares. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, the flickering's a bit annoying. Okay. We've clicked... we've advanced the clock. The clock represents your progress towards the goal or how close you are to something bad happening. This clock represents your progress exploring the district. New locations, the tavern and Chalice Bridge. And let's go to the cavern. Tavern even, not cavern. All right, order food. That's going to cost me 7. I have 3. Nope, can't do that. Okay, so I need money. Let's go to the slums. Beware. Some actions have negative consequences for failure. Risky actions. You will fail on a negative outcome or failure. Dangerous actions. You will suffer a negative outcome with a mixed outcome or a failure. Okay, if a role is too difficult, you can spend time preparing. This costs time but makes the action easier the next time you attempt it. Prepare this action now. Okay. Thanks to your preparations, this action will be easier next time you try it. Thanks. Beg on the streets. Yep. Good chance of that. Success. We got another 2. We're up to 5. Night has fallen. Different actions are now available. You can preview which actions are available during the day or the night with these tabs. So, yep, cool. Stumble from the alleyway and bump into a young beggar. Urchin. Excuse me, mate. It's got to be an Australian voice, doesn't it? There's a tinkle at your feet as they round the corner. Check your purse. Ah, rude. You hastily check yourself and you realise your purse has been... I now have less. Rude. All right. We're confronting this little beggar. The beggar disappeared around the corner. You hobble forward. Give that back. I think you have something of mine. Yep. Oh, what's that? You know damn well. The money you stole. I don't know what you're talking about. Grab him. Ah, yeah. You lunge again, but they dodge away. Later, soldier. Should have been less soldier, more digger. Later, digger. They disappear down the alleyway. Defeated, you slump against the wall. You remember how the beggar approached you, barged into you, and deftly reached into your jacket. Could you do the same trick? You practice the same walk. You barge into a few passers-by for practice without trying to take anything. After an hour or so, you think you're ready to try this newfound talent. You head into the night. Ooh. Okay. Yep. Yeah, it wasn't too fast or too slow. I was too distracted. Okay, well, I don't have enough. Look, let's go out. Chalice Bridge is locked. Let's go back into the slums. Ooh, that is. I think we're going to do another prepare on that one. That's better. Let's try that. Thank you. Pick some pockets. We got $3-doos. We're back up to where we were. Yeah, I don't like those chances. Not at all. Actually, what was the... No, go back to the slums. What's this? So beg on the streets can be done during the day, but pick and... What's this one? Con do-gooders. Okay. Ooh, do we try it again? Do we do a prepare? We might as well do a prepare. And an act. Done. Continue. We've now got 8. You're exhausted. Sleep to recover your actions. Cool. Where does one do... sleeping ends the current day. Find a place to sleep. Looks like we're going to be sleeping in the alley. Sleep. Oh, nightmares. Unsurprising. You can't exactly prepare for that. You barely get a wink of sleep. When your eyes close, there are faces of your dead comrades. No kidding. You wake. You rub the sleep from your eyes. Your stomach rumbles. Yep. Your energy bar drops each morning. If you lose energy and have none left, you take health damage. Instead, it's important to keep yourself fed and stay healthy. Yeah, well, I had to get some money. You sleep terribly, haunted by phantoms. The trenches. Shots ring out. A pistol? 3 bodies fall around you, and a voice. Toss her in with the others. She's as good as dead. I'm still alive. Oh, not for much longer. You pass through 100 hands to the black steel funeral barge. Suddenly, you start awake. The smell hits you like a mouthful of dirt. The air is rotting. Now, claw forward with your arms. You claw forward desperately, cold skin against your cheek, rough fabric, buckles and cheap metals. Is that a chink of light? Somewhere above you, above, below, around you, are corpses packed tight like processed meat. Kick with your legs. Your ankle bursts with pain. You force yourself forward, digging towards the surface. You burst out into the moonlight. Breathe. You gasp, taking deep lungfuls of air. Look around. You're on the deck of the lich barge. Hulks that hull the war dead back to the capital, so you did end up on one, just as you feared, but alive. The Psalms yard looms ahead. The chute stretches ahead of you. The ground shifts underneath you, tilting. Bodies slip down. Look down the chute. Look around for a mechanism. Run back up the chute, away from the Psalms tower. That one. You glance around for a mechanism to tamper with. Mounted on the ship's hull is a cluster of gears and wiring. Bodies slip past you. Jam something into the mechanism. You glance around. What do you even have to hand? Grab a loose helmet. You snatch a helmet as it skitters past and hurl it at the mechanism. It bounces off uselessly. Slowly, on your hands and knees, you slide down the chute, gathering speed. Run back up the chute. You sprint backwards, dodging the corpses, tumbling the other way. Your boot slips, you fall and bang your chin. You hurtle towards the psalm vat. Grab something. You scramble desperately and slip sideways. You feel your body leave the chute. For 2 sickening seconds, you are airborne. Below you is the Black River. You hit the water and start awake. Bolt upright. Breathe. Your chest heaves. It sounds like a sawmill. Your breath slows. It was just a bad dream. You think no one could live through that hell. There's a churning in your stomach. Someone did survive that. You did. This is how you came to Dredgeport. Taken for dead, loaded on a corpse barge and almost rendered into Psalms? Plasm? I don't know what that's meant to be. It's probably plasm. Alright. How are we going? It is daytime. Let's go to the tavern and eat something. Not a restaurant food, but it serves its purpose. Passable. Nourishing. Alright. Well, we certainly can't do that again, so let's go to the slums and con some good do-gooders. Well, that got us 4. My dear, of course I'll help you with your father's funeral costs. After your recent sickness, you must be, I'm sure you're exhausted. Lovely. Alright. Let's do another beg action. Ooh. Passers-by you focus on have no money to give. Perhaps your 6th sense is askew. Let's push it. Mixed outcome. Tossed you an odd groat. It's all I have, friend. Okay. Oh, interesting. This could be bad. Okay, let's do a prepare action and con some more good do-gooders. Ooh, mixed outcome. No, we're just going to continue with that because now we've got enough Night has fallen. New actions are available. All right. Let's go and have a look. What do we do here? The poor quarter. Let's give that one a go. Success. We've explored. We now have the market. All right. Bet on prize. That seems done. Explore market. If you want the best prices, you'd better shop around. All right. What does this give us? 42, but equal chance of a mixed outcome. Let's do a prepare. That's much better. Thank you. And do another. Ooh, okay. Cancel. Let's give it a go. Failure. No, thank you. Sleep to recover. All right. Have to go back to the alleyway. Troubled sleep. You sleep fitfully, haunted by nightmares. You wake in a cold sweat. You wake. You rub your eyes. You sleep from your eyes. Your belly rumbles. Your energy. Yes. You shudder. What an awful night. When you try to rise, your ankle gives way. You stifle a sob. You hear footsteps coming down the street and a steady clanking sound. Bleh. Raise yourself on your walking stick. Shaking, you haul yourself to standing. A robed figure stops and looks at you. He wears the robes of a watcher, a priest of the lady. He sighs. Soldier. Your balance whirls and you fall to the cobblestones. He bends down. Poor helpless gobshite. Let's get you warmed up. Pass out. All right. We're going to wake up. Yep, pretty good chance of that. Thank you. How long have you been asleep? You feel sheets, a rough blanket. You feel like a half-drowned rat. You feel like you've been given a second chance. You just lie there at peace. I think we're just going to lie there until everything hits you. You become aware of the ache in your right foot. Look down. Your right leg ends in tight bandage around the ankle joint. Your foot is gone. Holy crap. Your gaze rises to a figure by the bed. Ah, back in the land of the living. His accent lilts like music. My foot. It comes out as a terrible question. I'm sorry, truly. There wasn't much left. The shelter master and I, we argued. About what? Whether you'd live. I called the local sawbones. He's unprofessional and too fond of his solace, but time was against you. Your ankle tingles. You have questions? Yeah, where am I would be my first one. The slums of Dredgeport, soldier. Right now you're in the sanctuary, a shelter for those with nowhere else to go. They owed me a favour. But where are my manners? He clasps your hands. I am Brother Rejek, a watcher. As you shake his hand, his rain chalice tinkles. Excuse me. So I'm curious about my new foundling. I don't remember much about my battle. I was a soldier. I was knocked down and taken for dead. Yep, that one. I thought as much from the uniform. He sighs and smiles, gazing vaguely upwards. Ah, I hear the walls terrible, but still, to fight the forces of Aureus, defy their heathen god and their false queen glorious. Memory teases you. The war, the trenches, the whine of the grunt harvesters. Its wheels and legs pinioning like a mechanical marionette. It's not glorious. It's a slaughterhouse. The lady teaches us that things are not always as they seem. Trust me, I was there. There was no glory. He shrugs. I'll pray on it, madam. But be that as it may, they must have found you unconscious and loaded you into the lich barge. You were lucky. Remember the psalm, the plasm? It must be plasm. It looks like plasm. You smell the burning flesh and the crackle of ozone. You shudder. The priest takes your hand. You are safe now. I don't feel safe. What if they realize I'm not dead? I know nothing about this city. Don't touch me. No, first one. What if they realize I'm not dead? Your breath catches. To survive all that only to be thrown back into the jaws of battle. First things first. You're not going anywhere until you've got some strength. Try to rise. That's probably it. You try to get up. Your muscles tremble. All right, I'll rest. Have faith, foundling. It's the best medicine there is. Okay. So I am resting. Oh, mixed outcome. Push yourself. Better. Push yourself to rest. That's dumb. That's really dumb. All right, regain your strength. Let's try this again. Much better. All right. After a few hours rest, you feel better. Red check bustles in with a small stack. So how's the patient? Sack even. Hide how terrible you feel. I feel awful. Hide how terrible you feel. Oh, okay. You like I could eat my weight in rations. For a moment, Reject frowns like he'd seen the mask you're putting on. Then he rallies. Ha! That's a bit beyond our means. He hefts the sack onto the bed. Scraps and leftovers from my flock. You'd feel up to helping me cook? These hands ain't what they used to be. Of course. Make soup. What do we got? 78% chance? Yeah, let's do that. Yes, thank you. Reject washes and prepares. You slice. You soon have a hearty stew bubbling. Okay, somebody is coming. Sanctuary? Oh, okay. So, market. No. What was this one? 42. Yeah, let's do that one. An act. Mixed. Market is a jumble of stalls, but you make note of some that look useful. Let's push it. Oh, that was terrible. Continue. All right. Sell spirits, sell wine, sell plasm. Plasm. Bad for the dyslexia, that one. They all look terrible. Not doing that. Oh, what's this one? The Crucible. So, explore the factories. Explore the factories and yards to the south. Explore the streets. Explore the workshops and the forges. Let's go that way. Success. The district is a mountain of clanking metal, confusing at first, but it has its own logic. Go there now. This place can surely spare some. Steal some tools. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Let's just prepare. Oh. Cancel. Nope. Crucible. Let's give this one a shot. Hey, nice. Workshop and the Witch's Crossing. Gather scrap. Investigate the workshop. Can't do them right now. Alright. I think I need to do some sleeping. Sleep. troubled sleep. As you rub your as you rub the sleep from your eyes, your stomach rumbles. Oh yeah, I haven't had any. What? After a fitful sleep, you come to and roll off your pallet. You hit the floorboards and jar your hip. For a second, there's nothing in the world but your ragged breathing and gentle slowing. At the front, the only thing that soothes your stress was solace, a drug that quietens the mind like a warm bath. You consider a new aim to find solace dealer. Reject hurries in. Foundling, you all right? You right? Oh, you're all right? Oh, I don't like that. Can't get my mouth around that word. I was back at the front. The tanks, the harvesters. He lifts the staff against the wall and helps you up. He leans the staff against it. War comes at a cost. Those who die are taken to the Father's bosom. They are the lucky ones. Those who remain face a much harder test of faith. We're haunted by all that we've seen. You don't know what you're talking about. This isn't a test, brother. It was suffering. No, we're haunted by all we've seen. He sighs. I have seen men and women spat out by the war. Often they are broken. When they're lucky, sleep brings the ladies peace, but more often than not, there is only night terrors. Will I ever be free of them? He smiles sadly. With the lady's blessing. With a pang, you realise he's giving you false hope. Yes, yes. Anyways, I just came to look in on you. There's other lost sheep I need to attend to, but I have a gift. He reaches into his cloak and pulls out a crutch. A body should have 2 legs in Dredgeport, even if one's made of wood. Why are you helping me? Because you need the help, girl. I'm not blind. Now about your situation. Look, he sobers a little. Look, you're welcome to stay here as long as you can, but don't get your hopes up. Why not? I've had people come back from the war before. The recruiters have mountains of paperwork on their side. If you've escaped, they're going to track you down. Avoid the draft. Any advice? He scratches his temple thoughtfully. Honestly, it's a shame we don't just talk to the little father. He's a good man. Then why is he fighting this horrible war? Why is he turning dead soldiers into plasm? If you say so, brother. Yeah, why is he fighting this horrible war? What would the world come to if we left all the Orens unchecked? This war is a terrible trial, but we must listen to the Father's plans. You look into Rejek's smiling face and see unsaleable faith. Now, you've rested and fed and out of my hands. Go about your business. Do you know of any work? You might explore the Crucible. That's the industrial district south of here. There's factories that might be hiring. May the Father protect you. He ducks into the street. Ooh. A round plaza. The intersection forms a large circular plaza. A round platform rises in the centre, surrounded by strange metal stands. Examine the platform. This intersection forms... no. Platform rises to chest height. It's made of concrete. That means it was placed here in the last 10 years or so. A ladder allows access to the top. Climb the ladder. As you put a foot on the ladder, a workman hurries up to you. What are you doing, woman? Are you mad? What is this thing? Just leave enough alone. Well enough alone. Suddenly you hear a commotion. A trio of soldiers approaching from the other side of the square, dragging 2 women with them. We've done naught wrong. One of the soldiers, an officer, barges past you and steps up on the platform. Citizens, you'll be glad to hear we've apprehended 2 Orion agents. It's not true. The soldiers wrestle her into the metal stands, a pillory. They were caught stealing rations from the arsenal. They have been found guilty of sabotaging the war effort and sabotage and espionage. They will remain here for 3 days. It is an act of treason to offer them food or water. He glares at the crowd. I will post guards here to ensure that there's no more traitors in our midst. In the stockade, the woman struggles feebly, then lies still. Okay then. Let's go and have a look at the crucible. Let's just give it a go. Oh, no. Continue. Prepare. And then give it a go. Just. Bloody hell. Continue. The sleeping dog. What's the sleeping dog? Take solace. That's an... Somebody is coming. Alright. Go back out. Let's go back to the factory. I think I'm going to give that one a go. No. You watch the factory. As stress rises, more and more of your dire face become broken. Oh. Reducing stress will restore the broken faces. Ooh. Alright. You watch the factory from afar. Shift ends. Workers come and go. After a while, one approaches and nods to you. Name's Henry. I couldn't help noticing you're looking over our little community. Community? This is a factory. Are you taking on workers? I'm looking for work. You need to ask the foreman, friend. The man's a stickler. The last thing he wants is to cut into the boss's margins. But if you manage it, look me up. I'll show you the ropes. You consider a new aim to find allies at the factory. What have I got on here? I've got survive done, avoid the draft, find the revolutionaries, find solace dealer, find allies at the factory. Alright, so what's... Nope, we're not going to do that. I think we need to find something that will take our stress down, which is probably... Nope, not that one. Probably going to be solace. Where was the solace dealer? It's the workshops. Gather scrap. No. What was the tavern? Mingle with the locals. Order food. Calm drunken tempers. The drunks get out of hand sometimes, but a calm word can de-escalate people. Yeah. Let's order some food. Does that take my stress down? That'd be nice. Nope, not at all. I need to find solace. Get it? I need to find solace. Find a solace den. This action is not available at this time. We're going to wait till night time, and it is a very far time from night time. Let's sigh. Alright. Take solace. Can't do that right now. Can't do that right now. Factory. Let's prepare. It's still not very good. Let's prepare. Oh, we can't prepare again. Ooh. We'll go around places and prepare things. That one's alright. Let's see what we get. Yes. You take in the scene, focusing on focused apprentices, expressive craftsmen, and the chatter that escapes when they take a break. Curious, you walk through red brick gates and into the broad courtyard. The air is filled with the sound and spark of metal. The smell of white hot iron. Engineers move to and fro wearing leather jackets, belts, welding goggles, and oversized gloves. One man rushes past and nearly bumps into you carrying some complicated device. An older woman calls after him. Alfie, for Smith's sake, don't run. You'll get yourself killed. Her eyes settle on you. Some of them get overexcited. You knew? What is this place? Workshop, machinist owned. So anyone's welcome, long as you're not on not watch. You got to get your own tools though. She smirks, and someone's got to show you the ropes, so you don't end up like me. She raises one spindly arm, and you see she's missing 4 fingers on one hand. The risks of a self-taught engineer. Too right. So just get those tools, and we'll make sure you don't make the same mistakes. So that's why I need to go and steal some tools. All right. Maybe we should go and get some money. Why does this go? This is weird. Prepare and pick some pockets. Mixed result, 2. We're definitely not going to put... All right, you're exhausted. Sleep. Go back to the sanctuary and sleep. Hey, you sleep soundly, if not comfortably. Yay! As you rub the sleep from your eyes, your stomach rumbles. When you wake, you find a note on a shabby dresser. Foundling, I must run an errand. Find me at the Arclight. The address is scrawled at the bottom. Ooh. I'm assuming, is that... spot? What's that, though? Oh, that was not what I wanted to click on. Ooh, there's all sorts of spots. A beggar, a plague pillar, a street forge. Let's go and do this first. The Arclight, once you find it, is a bar occupying a massive drum-shaped building. Headed inside, you find Rajek talking to the barwoman. He nods as you approach. Foundling, this is Zai, mistress of the Arclight and the witch with the wrench. Ooh, that one's hard. If you ever need advice or a bit of clockwork, she's the body to ask. Acquire a device. Zai, this is my foundling. Zai is a towering woman. She looks more engineer than bartender. Outsider. Her eyes narrow. Oh, come, woman, is that any way to greet a new friend? Your friend? Not mine. But she does reluctantly extend her hand for you to shake. Shake. As you shake her hand, your fingers close around cold metal. You look down. Zai's hand is an incredible device of steel and brass. My own work. She smirks. You'll see why I wanted you to meet her. She nods towards your crutch. I see you've joined our ranks. My condolences. I was hoping that you and your maverick friends might help with that. She bristles. We're not crazy, brother. We're just keep to ourselves. Ah. For 6 seconds, neither says anything. Finally, Rajek clears his throat. How many times have I come through for you, Zai? I'm sick of your posturing, priest, but you have come through for us. She fixes you with a stern stare. I can build you something to help. You won't walk like you did, but it'll be a lot better than hobbling around. What'll it cost me? They say nothing's free in Dredgeport. Ha! And after all I've done for the woman, she studies Rajek before answering. Since it's the Watcher who's asking, there's no cost. But this pays our debt, all right? Fine by me. But I'll need material. Haul me some scrap and I'll see what I can make for you. Befriend Zai. She glares at Rychek. I want you to leave now, outsider. I need a word with the priest. No, just leave. You nod to her and head out into the crucible. Whatever the two of them want to discuss, it's their concern. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. What are these things? Street Forge. You pass by a street forge, an artist who works with iron. Occasionally, a passerby asks for their services. The street smith smiles, studies their profile for a few moments, then yanks a piece of scrap iron from their stock with a pair of forging tongs and lunges at the bellows. Soon the forge is roaring heat. They plunge the iron into its heart until it glows orange. Then they tug it out and begin working with a hammer. Back and forth it goes, a little shapelier each time. In minutes the piece is finished. The smith dunks it in their water bucket. He presents the customer with a caricature likeness of their own profile, rendered in black iron for a few groats, or dollary doos as I'm calling them. That's really cool. That'd be cool. All right. What's this one? Plague Pillar. You come upon a great pillar twisted with clouds and angels. Read the plaque. The plaque says it was erected to commemorate the Great Plague of 1567 and to thank Father and the Lady for sparing the entire town. The plaque looks like it's made of gold. Touch the plaque. You reach out to touch the plaque. It's cool. The metal isn't gold, as it first seems, but brass with gold leaf. A blue coat officer glares at you from the end of the street. You pull back. Study the statues. The father and lady are depicted as towering figures for holding hands. The lady holds a chalice and pours her healing waters upon the mass of suffering citizens below. The father holds aloft a torch, cleansing the air. The two of them are wreathed in clouds, supposed to symbolize their heavenly powers. To you, it looks more like miasma, smoke and smell of sickness. You notice that the scavenger is depicted at the foot of the two other gods in the form of a raven. It is picking through the corpses of the dead. Well, they didn't manage to render that in the picture. You leave the pillar and walk into the crowd. All right, we've got the beggar. Wandering the slums, you come across the beggar who picked your pockets. They are surrounded by a handful of animals. Two pigeons peck around their feet, and a mouse sits on their shoulder. Another peeks out of the pocket of their shirt. The two large rats curl around their feet like cats. The beggar starts as they catch sight of you. You, get back here. Easy. It's water under a bridge. Under the bridge. Truly? They put up their hands as though calming an animal. You nod. It's only a few groats. Not worth getting worked up about. Down here, a few groats can mean life or death, but I'm glad you see it that way. Consider befriending the beggar. The animals around the beggar's feet move a little closer. You eye them cautiously. Quite the circus you have here, or who are your friends? Who are your friends? These are Agnes and Fred. They gesture towards the pigeons. And this is Pillywig on my shoulder. Pillywig ruffles his nose. Suddenly the urchin vaults up off the wall and sticks out their hand. The pigeons dart out the way, but quickly resume their shuffling. I'm Frey, they grin. Pleased to meet you, and shake. You shake Frey's hand, and they snort. My, how polite. Well, it's nice to get a little respect. I'd love to get to know you, but there's a patch on Worcester that's good at this time of day. With a whistle, they summon their tiny flock and saunter into the street. Interesting. All right. We go to the factory now. No, that's not what I want. I want the workshop. Gather scrap. Where was the steal the tools? That's at night by the look of it. Alright, prepare. Oof. Thank God, that was bad. You heave away a good haul. That's nice. Don't want to go to the market. Don't want to go to the Arclight. I don't know what to do. Don't know. Let's give it a go. Hey. You've convinced me, he nods. Let's see what you've made of it. You're made of. I'll even throw in a free meal if you're so you're fueled up. Oh yes. New actions are available. As you join the lineup, Henry waves. You made it. Nice job. I didn't introduce myself properly. Henry Okoye. Okoye? He sticks out his hand. Moon dancer. You shake, avoiding the lifting tool strapped to his arm. Behind him, workers stumble home. Two approach him arm in arm. A stern woman. Are you the new worker? She scowls. Just joined. The shorter woman turns to her. You can't help noticing the scars spread across her cheek and neck like cobwebs. Leave her alone, pet. You've just had a day. The taller woman snorts. Moon dancer. This is Nasrin and Ruby. He smiles. They're very dear to me. How did you all meet? Because that is... The rest of those are rude. Nasrim and I were on the same shift. Not many black workers back then. We found much in common. And Ruby? Joined the factory when I was 13, a lifetime ago. Got hurt one day. With a flick of her head, she turns. Her facial burns away from you. Nasrin here nursed me back. Took a shine to me. Ruby smiles shyly. Nasrin touches Ruby's face, nudging a loose strand of hair. A big shine. Are you together? He nods, simply. Yeah, us three. That sounds nice, is the correct answer there. With the sun rising over icy mountains, a smile spreads across Nasrin's face. Yes, nice. So, Moondancer here just joined the factory, girls. What do you think? Is she up to it? Ruby smiles. We'll give anyone a chance, won't we, love? Nasrin frowns. What's the shift search or schedule? Nasrin, you have something to say. What's the shift schedule? There aren't no fixed hours. With workers getting drafted, every factory is a shambles. They don't notice if you miss a shift. Most of us work all through the day, though we need the growths. What's management like? Excuse me, trying to finish my coffee. Bosses. The pay's alright, but it's not enough for what we do. What we risk. This must change. Nasrin, you have something to say? Her face softens. Is that concern? This is difficult work. Dangerous. Look at Ruby's face. Please, pet. The woman needs warning. Azizim? Sorry. Watch. Nasrin moves to a nearby machine and twists the lever. The valve snaps like it's a jack-in-the-box. Boiling steam bursts out. Ruby flinches and traces her neck. She gained this scar at the age of 19, but she must wear it the rest of her life. Be cautious and have caution for your neighbour. Here, we all watch each other's back. I'll watch out for everyone. Good. She nods. The whistle blows. Well, we should be getting back. Nice to meet you, Moondancer, she waves. See you on the line. Oh, interesting. Okay. It is pale blue glow. Oh, oh, oh. Interesting. That seems like a bit of a spoiler. There's all this stuff over here. I've done survive. That's literally it. I can't find a soul dealer to save my life, but you know, find allies at the factory. I think I've kind of done that. All right. Wandering the streets, you find yourself drawn to the river, the blue glow on the horizon. As you draw closer, you realize it's a plasm yards. Your throat goes tight. You stumble, breathe. You force air into your lungs and stumble against the wall. For moments or hours, there's only the wall and your breath, the crackle of plasm in the distance. Easy there, foundling. Where did you come from? We've been choking there. You've been choking there for a minute or two. You didn't notice me? You shake your head. He tuts. You almost entered the Tower of Hell. No one can face that and stay whole. He gestures to the industrial landscape before you, the yards where the bodies of the dead become fuel for the living. Where I nearly met my end, the city's breathing heart, a blasphemous... I'm going to go where I nearly met my end. True, things could have gone quite different. The brother gathers himself and struts forward. Foundling, listen, this place broke you. You'll have to face it again if you are to heal. He nods. He nods to the guard on duty and passes over a pouch of money. The guard opens the gate. As you walk through, the man claps a hand on your shoulder. Don't get any ideas. I'm only doing this because the watcher sat with my daughter when she was lay dying. This gate don't open for just anyone. Ooh, okay. Face the intake ramp. Oh God, this is all stressful. Approach the lightning tower. Study the storage. Ew. Let's. Ugh, I hate it all. Yeah, cool. We did that one. Let's see if we can do this one. Oh, no, no, no. Bad stress, bad stress. Let's try it again. Oh, it's so bad. Okay, we're not doing this anymore. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Definitely not. Let's go to the slums and pick some pockets. We're going to do a prepare. Oh, cancel. Damn it. No. Market, the workshop. Can't do that, can't do that. Factory. There it is. Ugh, that's so bad. We might as well. Oh, I got it. Yes. All right, let's go back to sleep. Go back to the sanctuary and sleep. Somebody is coming and we're full of nightmares. It's full of nightmares. And we're very, very stressed. I don't get this gauge. Is it actions? Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, it's energy. Okay. Okay. I thought it was our money because it's next to the money thing, but I thought wrong. Can I do that? I don't have any souls. Alright, what's up here? Debris Shrine. At the end of a twisting alleyway, you find a handful of crows pecking at bird seeds scattered on the cobbles. Amid the birds is a little pile of rubbish, sticks, pebbles, bits of broken glass. The crows flutter to the rooftops as you approach. The pieces are tied into a pyramid shape with frayed string and scraps of cloth. In the center of the pyramid is a folded piece of paper, weighed with a stone. Oh. Nah. No. No touchy. Whatever is on the paper is not for you to intrude. You leave, the birds flutter down again. Yeah. No thank you. No thank you. I'm not that silly. I've got all my own bad luck. Thank you very much. This church is as wide as a small dwelling, but cowers over the other roofs nearby. The spires are like Gothic dragon scales. Ooh, ha. Me. The windows like shrapnel wounds. Interesting. Each tower is lined with cast iron, each brick studded with metal. This place is forged as much as it was constructed. Well, I don't even get a picture for this one. This one's... Oh, thank you. You step over the threshold. The sounds of the city disappear. Ahead of you is an immense anvil in place of an altar. Beyond it sits the statue of the smith in bronze. His apron flaps in an imagined furnace breeze. His hammer is raised, his eyes focused, intent on some unseen work. That's not right. His work is all around you. Yes. You remember the smith is the force that binds and builds. It was he who fashioned mankind and all the world's mammals. The silence is broken by a clang. You see a worshipper at the stamping press. They pick up a coin, admire it, and kiss it. Yes, put a coin in the press. You put the coin in the slot and throw the lever. It comes out stamped with the smith's hammer. You pocket it. It feels... Oh, yeah. It feels like a little of your burden has been lifted. I like that. Leave. You turn from the chapel of the smith. You have more worldly concerns to worry about. You're glad of his help. As you walk away, you jingle the coin in your pocket. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Where was it the arc light? I don't have 3, do I? Nope, that's not what I want. Resume. I have 2 scrap. 1 tools and 1 rumor. Oh, wrote it into a tip-off at the arc light. Okay. So I need more scrap. Deliver tools, engineer without... Yep, okay, so that one I can do. You head back to the workshop, tools in hand. You show your tools to the engineer you met here. She pops up her welding mask and glances over your tools. They'll do. Now let's show you how to use them. For the next hour, she goes through each tool and each large device in the shop. Drills, welding irons, even an anvil, hammer and tongs. Going at it, hammer and tongs. Sometimes you just need to bash something, she smirks. Most important are the safety procedures, where to put your hands, how to guard against sparks, how to keep control of each piece. Well, we might make a machinist of you yet. Ooh, I like it. Okay, so I need more scrap. So we're going to prepare. And we still have a crappy chance of that happening, so... Oh, nice. Thank you very much. All right. Craft a machine part. Oh, that's terrible. No, we're going to prepare on that one. That's much better. Let's do that. Ugh. Ugh. Let's push that one. Much better. All right. Night has fallen. What can we do? We can't do... We can do that. But... no. Let's go to the factory. Steal spare parts. No, that seems dumb. That seems like a bad idea. Let's go back here. Oh no, I'm still really stressed. I think I should. I need to find the solace. I don't want to bet on fights. I certainly don't want to be in one. Can't do any of these. Because these are all grayed out. Can't. Oh, I need more rumors. That's what's happening there. Go back to the slums. Let's get some money. Pick some pockets. Thank you. I think we're going to do it again. Nope, that's fine. I'm good with that. We're going to go sleep. Sleep. Ugh, and it's bad again. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Ugh, I have one action. You're woken by a knock at the shelter door. An officer stands there at the threshold dressed in full trench warfare. We're looking for this individual. He hands the shelter master a photograph. Master, never seen him. The gas mask begins to turn in your direction. Observe the officer. You watch the officer. His movements are slow, deliberate. The eyes of the gas mask fall on you like a searchlight. Private, attention! Your body obeys reflexively. Your arms and legs lock together. Your private moon dancer. What do you think? I am. The mask rounds on you. The correct response is yes, sir. You have been absent without leave for several days, absconding on a lich barge. I was discharged, technically. The officer draws a pistol. Ooh, okay. My sarcasm would get me in trouble. All right. Oh, God. Okay. All soldiers of the Empire must make a choice to live and fight for the fatherland or die so our bones fuel its war machines. He cocks the hammer and levels it at your forehead. Make your choice. All right. You've made your point. Slowly pushing the hammer closed again, he holsters the gun. Report to the War Office in 4 days' time. The army still has use of you. I'm not going back. Then we will make you. He walks out, slamming the door so hard the hinges loosen. You won't go. Gain 20 wanted level. You need help. Ooh, this is good. This is real good. The story is so good. And my voice is dying. All right. Let's keep going. Oh, it's day 7. There you go. What else? What's this? The Twisted Sculpture. You pass by a workshop. From over the wall comes the sounds of metalworking and grinding of scrap on scrap. Glancing through the gate, you see an open yard filled with all manner of engineering tools, but at the centre is a large stone plinth. On the plinth is some kind of sculpture, pieces of metal twisted and shaped into some kind of design. You gaze at it for a moment. Some kind of compass? Oh no, it's a human figure. Straight up. It's like a Rorschach test. Do. You stare at the strange object. Interesting, isn't it? I think it's Boone's best work. What does it remind you of? You study the piece. Travel, but it's chaotic, marching into the future, war and all its barbs. She nods. It got rotated last week. It'll be here for another 3 months at least. Rotated? Aye, this spot's reserved for machinist sculpture. Every artist gets a turn. Well, I've got to get back to it, but enjoy it as long as you please. She hurries off, leaving you and the sculpture. I definitely see a soldier. All right. Poorhouse? Off the main road, you spot a grand house. Look closer. The stonework is poorly maintained and the roof is missing a number of tiles. There's a sign beside the door. Highdale Poorhouse, within the lady's embrace. You've heard of these places. They take those who've lost everything and feed and clothe them. Peek into the window. Through the grime, you see rows of rough wooden tables and inmates sit in ragged clothing, sewing simple cloth. In ragged clothing, sewing simple clothing. Oh, I don't like that. Think of something better. That's a terrible sentence. Peek into the next window. The dining hall is cramped. The soup is grey and lumpy. You tear your gaze away. Peek around the corner. The yard is empty, but for a horse and cart. The door bangs open. 2 orderlies drag a person from the house and toss them into the cart. They bind them tightly with ropes. You realise the person is dead. The cart drives off towards the plasm yards. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. This is not a place of kindness. It is a place to store raw human material until it's ready to be harvested. Walking away, you feel a chill. All right. Oh, find the priest. Wandering the poor quarter, you spot Brother Rychek. Talking to a group of young men loitering on the corner and a middle-aged couple. An argument seems to be breaking out. Rychek addresses the men one by one. Eventually, one throws up his hands and they disperse. Crisis averted. The Davies got into a spat with the rougher element. Had to soothe things over. How's you? Weird phrasing. The recruiters, they know I survived. Dangerous men, what are you planning? They're going to round me up if I don't present myself at the recruitment office in a few days. Hold. He puts a hand on your shoulder. Take a moment. By the lady, he glowers. Well, you're not the first. Once their deadline passes, they'll come for you at the sanctuary, find someplace else to sleep, and you'll need forged papers. It might help you stay one step ahead. I happen to know a forger, fallen on hard times, had to relocate to the sewers, but they do good work, and they've helped a dozen of my flock escape the arm of the law. Thank you, brother. Oh, it's no trouble. We watchers weren't meant to do nothing but watch, if you take my meaning. Ooh, interesting. Okay, let's go back to the plasm yards and try this crap again. All right. Ugh, terrible. Continue. Success. You stumble back to the central yard, your boots slipping on the plasmic runoff. So how was it? I've faced my fear. I can move on now. Why did you bring me here? This place is a horror show. That one definitely. Fair enough. Rychek shakes his head, but it's your horror show now. You can carry this with you, but I hope today has helped you come to terms with it a bit. Wait, Unslinging his rain chalice, he uncorks his leather flask and splashes some water into it. When the dead are ready to move on, a brother gives them rainwater, the lady's tears. He holds the chalice to your lips. His eyes flash. Drink, and let her ease your pain. Yeah, sure. Rainwater is delicious. Ooh. Silver, a shiver of cold against your lips. The water tastes metallic. Ugh, not so good. Something inside you relaxes, just a bit. I'm sorry I can't help more, Foundling. The two of you walk towards the gate. Interesting, interesting. Rychek hails you. You find Rychek sitting in the sanctuary's common area. Fred, I've got to leave now. Wanted to give you something, though. He pulls a small leather purse from the folds of his cloak. I gained, I believe, that's solace. This solace will quiet your mind. You're going to need it sooner or later. I only have enough for one dose, so find another source soon. You may not want to turn to drugs. It's understandable, but right now you need something to get you through the terrors. Just thank you. Because apparently he's my dealer. Be seeing you, Foundling. Gods be with you. He grabs your hand, shakes it, and walks out. Success. Survive. 1 growth point. Cool. Each time you complete an aim, you gain a growth point. To spend them, open the skills window. Okay. Ooh, what's bloody terrible? Night in dice faces that are broken. Oh god. Oh, yeah. Sneak, sleight of hand, skirmish, sway, fast talker, speed maker, night instincts, and anxious. Does anyone have any ideas what we should do? I think it might be sneak. All right. What have we got? Daytime. Ooh, there's the sewers. What's in the sewers? Oh, I've got to go and get forged documents. All right. Well, we're going to be sleeping in the gutter. I know that much. Take solace. Get it? Take some solace. It's a good pun. Explore the sewers. Well, we're going to prepare that one because boy is the success low. Recruiters circling. Ooh, no. That's bad. All right. We're going to take some solace. You ease yourself into a sitting position and ease the needle in. Inch by inch, you unclench. The jangle of metal and the spite inside you eases. Minus 16 stress. No more stress. Thank you very much. All my thingies, what is it? Dice are not broken anymore. All right. Let's prepare. Oh, it's bad. Let's push it. Oh, terrible. All right, failure. You wander into the dark, lost, crack your head against the ceiling. Ugh, that was bad. You're exhausted. Yep, let's sleep here. Warning, you are low on energy. Sleeping now will damage your health. Ah, cancel. Can I go and get food? I've got money. Can I get food? Yes. Thank you. All right. Now I'm going to go and sleep in the sewer. Sleep. Nightmares. Of course I get nightmares. It's giving me nightmares. The watch are closing in. Yep, I'm aware. I'm trying. All right, prepare and explore. Oh, come on. Push it. Thank you. Oh, and I get money too. You feel your way through the maze. You find some coins fallen through the grates above. All right. Let's try this again. Ugh. Okay, mixed success is better than nothing. You wander the poor quarter in a haze. Your breathing is ragged. Your uniform feels like rope binding your skin. You look like death warmed up, soldier. You raise your eyes to see a bent old woman standing in a rough doorway. You don't look so good yourself. She cackles. Ha! There was a time I'd slap you for talking back like that. But it's true. Oh, dearie. I can see the war's chewed you up bad. You got the night sweats. What you need is some solace to warm those weary bones. Do you know where I can get some? Aye. There's this here's establishment can get you what you need. The dealers will just have to vet you first. Vet me? How? This isn't so exclusive, isn't it? Is it? I've said enough. She steps back into the doorway. The dealers come around every few days. She grins viciously. They're always happy to meet new clients, face to face. Until then, you'll just have to get by. She pushes the door to, and the latch clicks. I'm in the drug den. And there's nothing that can happen while I'm here. Good, good. All right. What are we on? Day 8. Yeah, so probably like... Workshop. Gather some scrap. Continue. I have enough for that. With enough parts and plasm, you can for the power cutter, you could craft advanced devices. That's nice. All right, prepare and act. All right, in a few hours, you have finally worked part. You didn't even need all the scrap. Brilliant. So now, can I sleep in the drug den? Where'd the drug den go? There's the drug den. Nope. Can't sleep in the drug den. What crap? Oh, troubled sleep. Boo. Rude. They're closing in. It's a close thing. But that's where we're going to have to leave it for the day. Because it is puppy dinner time. So, wow. This has got some fairly good stuff for a demo. I'm thinking, depending on how this demo ends, I may be getting this. This is going to stay on my wish list at the very least, because this is pretty good. Okay. Okay, it must save automatically. So, thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow.